This enemy over here is sexually attracted to bombs.
Wow.
You will soon see.
Should be easy to kill him then, surely?
Yes, it is. You'll find out very soon. No!
What the fuck?
I brought this on myself.
I did this.
You sure God wanted you to live?
There's not a lot to comment on.
No, not really, but no, you're right.
The weird kangaroos earlier.
Oh, that was close. See, the kangaroo's not weird to me. I don't get
Just
it.
people airing their dirty laundry out on Facebook again. I'm like, waiting for the comments so I can read. People be like, oh my god, if some people just stopped using their friends, maybe life would be easier. And you're like, oh, there's been no comments yet, but whoever that was directed at is going to comment on it and be like,
Okay, hun.
You okay, hun? Can't talk here, too many snakes. Sends loads of caterpillar fucking emojis.
Too many snakes.
I'm fucking fumming, mate.
Because they're the kind of people who share Minion memes all the time. Or Looney Tune memes that have nothing to do with Looney Tunes.
Me and my older sister Keely had this thing where we'd try and find the most obscure, weirdest Minion meme.
Right.
And we'd just send it to each other. And the worst one, I think I found it in the end. And I won. Keely was like, "You've won. We can't fucking top that." It was like a minion talking about like 9/11, I think it was.
Whoa.
Like, remember the people that we've lost or something like that. And I was like, that is it. That's the most obscure minion thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. A minion.
What's it got to do with minions?
Morning 9/11. Yep. Okay. Cool. It is
Jeez.
officially taken over everything.
That's the thing, these Minion memes, you could just put anything on there and then put a picture of a Minion on it.
Yeah, it literally, that's exactly what happened. And there was a couple ones that was like, if you love someone, let them go. And it was a minion. I was like, that is weird. And then it sort of became a thing. And then I found this one about 9/11 and Keith was like, I don't want to play anymore, you've won. Fucking 9/11 minion meme.
The Looney Tunes ones are one that annoy me.
I haven't seen any Looney Tunes
It's
ones.
just the same with the Minions. There's just a picture of a Looney Tune like Daffy Duck and it's like, I'm so done with today.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
What's that got to do with
You're
Daffy Duck?
so uninspired with your memeing. And it's the
did
same
you know
kind
that
of
Daffy
people.
Duck has a fuck, I can't think of the word now. He's got a he's in the Navy and he's had an honourable discharge from the Navy.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
it is a thing that happened. Well, I don't know if it's actually a thing that happened.
Wait, you mean in an
I
episode?
read it on the internet that Daffy Duck, the reason that the ducklings go and stay with their rich uncle.
That's
That's
Donald,
Donald
Duck.
Duck.
Oh yeah, shit! I fucked it!
But yeah, carry on, because I want to know.
Donald
Yeah.
Duck, the reason that he leaves the kids is because he's in the Marines and he goes off to the Marines.
Shit,
And
son.
he had like an honourable discharge. And the reason that he's so angry all the time is because he's got PTSD. And they
Shit.
did a proper episode of him where like he's sleepwalking and he freaks out because he thinks he's going through a minefield and it's not. And he's actually just got
Oh my God.
the reason he's got such a short temper and he's constantly losing his shit is because he's got PTSD.
Oh my god.
I was like, damn, Disney! That fucked up.
Do you remember the episode where he had a dream that he was a Nazi?
Yes.
That was Disney propaganda.
It probably was, but it
Well,
wasn't.
it was
a good episode.
Yeah.
Nazi,
it's
to be fair.
Yeah,
To be
which is
fair.
always good.
It was because Walt Disney, there's this weird rumour that's been going on for
Yeah,
ages that he
that
was
he's a
anti-Semitic
Nazi.
when he wasn't.
Yeah. I think Family Guy started it off for me. Obviously, I don't trust anything Family Guy says.
Yeah.
No.
But there was a scene where he woke up from being frozen as if he'd been like, what's the word? Frozen so that he could be in the future.
Cryogenically
Yeah, that's the
frozen.
word. He was
Yeah.
cryogenically frozen. He woke up and the doctor was like, "Are you okay?" And he went, "Are the Jews gone yet?" And it was like, "No." And he went, "Put me back in." And then that was it. That was supposed to be funny.
Awkward. Not funny.
Not really, no.
Mick showed me a meme, a parent meme of a plus size girl.
Oh, what size?
A plus size
plus.
girl. A fat chick.
You
I
said
can say
something else, that
I'm
was all.
fat. A plus size girl doing pole dancing and she's upside down and then immediately next to it is like a rotisserie chicken.
Right.
And I was like, that's not funny.
Not really, no.
no.
And he was like, oh, such and such sent it to me. And I was like, I know, it's not funny. He was like, why is it not funny? And I was like, explain to me why it is funny. And he was like, I was like, yeah, fuck you.
That's the thing. I heard this and it's so true. If someone says a racist joke, pretend you don't get it.
Yeah,
And
because then they have to explain it.
Yeah, because all
And then
Jews
they
are...
realise how racist
Exactly.
they are.
Just say to them, I don't get it. Everyone else is laughing. Could you explain to me, please? And they'll be like, well, you know.
The funniest
like,
one I had is someone was
what?
making like sandwich kitchen joke things. I think it was
Yeah.
Nick, actually.
I've read a few online.
Well, there's someone was doing sandwich kitchen jokes at a friend's house once, and I went, I don't get it. And he went, what? And I was like, I don't get why it's funny. And I was like, oh, it's funny because women belong in the kitchen. And I was like, why do they? Explain. I don't understand. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, explain to me why it's funny. And he was like, well, it's funny because... And I just went, yeah, shut the fuck up, and walked off. It really fucking annoyed me.
Although the best joke I've heard when it comes to women making sandwiches did make me laugh for a very long time.
You're on thin ice here, though.
I know. I'm not proud of it. It was on Yahoo Answers or Questions or whatever it's called.
Some of them can be funny. Some of them I don't mind when you can tell they're just being like...
Joking for the sake of joking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're more taking the piss out of the people who say those sorts of things
Yeah.
rather than women. Go on.
I believe it was the actual woman making the question, and she said, my boyfriend just told me to get in the kitchen to make a sandwich and I want to think of a good comeback. What should I say? And the top response was, your best comeback with a damn sandwich.
Yeah, I have seen that one, and that did make me laugh because she kind of opened herself up for that shit. Like,
Yeah.
if you're going to ask the internet, which has got men on it, then make
Got men
those
on it.
kinds of jokes,
There are men on the internet, you know.
then you're going to get a response like that. Just be witty. Or
Like
just...
the one, there was a...
Be witty.
It's like a comic that I've seen, and it's a woman and a man on some sort of game on voice chat, and the woman talks via the headset, and the guy goes, "Oh, you're a woman," and she goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Go make me a sandwich." So she sort of sighs and goes, ugh, walks into the kitchen, starts to really concentrate like this, holding her head. And then
Oh
the
my
guy
God,
goes,
yeah.
the guy goes, "What the fuck?" And he suddenly turns into a sandwich. She goes and sits back down and she goes, "Why do they keep telling me to do that?"
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen it like 3 times and it makes me laugh every time.
There was a Dexter's Lab episode that ended with that like same joke for no reason. Like literally, Dexter was in his lab. It got exploded for some reason, and the lab computer just went, "Oh, it exploded because of this," and he went, "I have no time for this. Make me a sandwich." And then the computer just zapped him and he became a sandwich. And then Dexter looked at the camera and just thumbs up because he knew they were just making a stupid joke. Oh, sexism. You should probably change.
You know what I found quite amusing? Today I was cooking dinner for Mick, and because I cook at home, because Mick can't really cook, and
Does he think
I
he
was
can?
listening to Lily Allen,
Yeah,
and the song Hard Out Here came on,
yeah.
and I was like jamming out whilst I was cooking, and then I was like, "You'll find me in the studio and not in the oh fuck, I'm in the kitchen." And I was like, I like it, and it's got all these good points, but I'm in the
I am
kitchen.
actually in the kitchen.
All I do is cook.
Clean and all that bollocks.
I've been doing loads of cooking and cleaning this past week because I've been off work and Mick hasn't, and he's been doing 14-hour shifts. So I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Ouch.
Housewife mode activated. Not doing fuck all my days at the minute. Until Tuesday when I return back to work.
Oh yeah, same for me.
And then all joy leaves the world until summer.
But at least we get like a lengthy holiday. Office jobs.
No, I've had to book mine off as annual leave. The office isn't closed. I've used my holiday hours.
No, I've had to work at home.
Yeah.
When I was
I mean,
at my
I don't have that option. I'd rather do that.
when I was at my old job, they forced you to book days off for Christmas. They actually just took 4 off you. And was
A
like,
lot of places do.
that's being booked
Yeah, it's
up.
like
A lot-
people taking bank holidays out of your annual leave as well. They
Yeah,
shouldn't do that.
a
If
lot
the
of
office isn't
places-
open, they shouldn't be able to take the hours.
Yeah, but a lot of places say you have this many holidays, including Christmas.
Yeah.
I've never known a place to just take bank holidays off of you as holiday before.
Yeah, loads of businesses do it.
I've never known.
You have 27 days holidays, including bank holidays.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your holidays are already decided.
I know
for
sort of why they do it. It's so that they can pay you for bank holidays. 'Cause they
Yeah,
do
but
the
I
cleaning
feel
job.
like if
but
the
it should be
business-
extra.
yeah.
You should get this many plus bank holidays.
You. If the business is not open,
And
for
you
you to
cannot
physically
open.
work and you can't
cannot
work, it's not. It shouldn't be your holiday.
No, it shouldn't be taken
It's
off you.
the
But you
company's
should still be
holiday,
paid for it.
essentially. Yeah, exactly. They should just be paid non-working days because you can't work. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't work.
When I was at my old job, I had to work over like the Christmas period because there was like an actual emergency at the place. Like we got
I remember this. The
like a
Russians,
fucking
wasn't
movie.
it?
the Russian hackers.
The Russians hacked you, and they not just hacked you, but they held you hostage for Bitcoin. It was mad. It was insane.
They held important work files.
They held it hostage.
Yeah,
Yep, they did.
I remember this.
So I had to
The
work
reason
over
they
the
had to work
Christmas
over
period,
Christmas.
and then we had a meeting with everybody who had to work over for Christmas, and they were like, right, we can offer you holiday equal to the amount of extra days you've done. So one extra holiday each. And then everyone, myself included, was like, we'd rather have the money.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we can't really do that. And my boss, my line
I
manager,
hope the Russians enjoy your data then and would have left.
my line manager stood up for us and said, I think that stinks. And I think they should get the pay if they
Paid
if they
because you worked.
choose they want the pay.
They should get the
let
pay.
them have the pay.
Because you worked for
Fuck!
that.
Boss was a bit miffed, but in the end we got the pay. Next thing we know, my line manager gets fired.
Woo!
Crazy, huh?
Sticking up for the staff.
I know, right?
Because I would feel like that's what you'd want from a line manager.
Yeah.
Oh
To
yeah.
manage their line effectively and fairly.
You're out of there now anyway, so.
Yeah.
He bought me McDonald's breakfast that day.
And got fired. That's what it was. It had nothing to do with. It was like favouritism.
Where was
of
my
workers.
McDonald's breakfast?
Yeah, that's what got fired. Not sharing.
It's always the
I
McDonald's
had a
breakfast.
proper McDonald's craving the past couple of days.
Really?
And I've been in town, so I could have got one, but I'm like, it's garbage food, isn't it? Like, it's nice to have every now and then.
If you've managed to resist it, then that's, well, good going.
And it's mainly because I don't carry cash, and I'm like, oh.
Well,
And also, they've got those dumb fucking touchscreen machines in there.
they do.
Yeah.
And they wind me
I think
up.
they make life easier, to be honest, because I'd rather one of them than the McDonald's staff, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I don't have to talk to a human being, but I also have to use new technology, and I don't want to do either.
Nothing against people who work at McDonald's. I just don't like talking
It's
to
weird
people.
though because Argos has had that technology for years.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
fucking years.
McDonald's is a big company. You think they would have had it by like sooner than this?